Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, Emilio stands for our morning prayer. Okay, Emilio, can you lead the prayer?
This evening, Saturday first.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen.
Our Father,
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Let us this heaven, give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those that bring us to temptation. Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, please be seated. Okay, class, are you ready for our discussion for today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's good to hear. Okay, I have here the pictures. All you need to do is observe the pictures carefully because afterwards I will ask some questions. Do you understand, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Mine. What did you observe in the picture? Okay, Rogelio.
I have observed, ma'am, there is blood.
Alright, there is no blood. Okay, class, did you already see true blood?
Yes, ma'am.
What scenario can we see true blood? Here, radio.
Accident, ma'am.
Very good. Accident is one of the example of we can see true blood. Do you know what is in the blood?
No, ma'am.
Later on, we will discover what is in the blood. Okay. Next picture. Okay, what can you observe in the pictures? See, Margaret?
I've seen a hand, ma'am, that has an outlet or veins.
Alright. You observe that there is a deep veins. Okay, Margaret, can you show me your hands? Okay,
It's my hand.
this hand is familiar to the picture. Okay. Last, I have here a video. All you need to do is watch the video carefully because we will answer the guide question. But before that, this is our guide questions. Okay, but before that, I will group you into 3 groups. This will be the group 1, this will be the group 2, and this will be the group 3. Okay, class, this is your materials. Okay, group 1, group 2, and group 3. Are you ready, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, friends. Today, we'll learn about blood. Blood is essential to keep everyone alive. It carries nutrients and oxygen to the cells of the body. Blood carries waste materials to the lungs, kidneys, and digestive system to be removed from the body. It also fights infections and carries hormones. There are various components to blood: plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Let's understand about each. Plasma. It is the yellowish liquid portion of blood. Plasma is the single largest component of human blood, comprising approximately 55%. It contains water, salts, antibodies, enzymes, and some proteins. Red blood cells. Red blood cells are also called erythrocytes or RBC. It comprises about 45% of blood. They contain a protein called hemoglobin that carries oxygen. Blood gets its vibrant red color when hemoglobin picks up oxygen in the lungs. Red blood cells live for about 120 days. Every day, the body makes new RBCs to replace those that die. RBCs are produced in the soft, fatty tissue inside bone cavities called bone marrow. White blood cells. White blood cells are also called leukocytes, or WBC. These are the cells of the immune system which are involved in protecting the body against foreign invaders and infectious diseases. White blood cells are derived from multipotent cells in the bone marrow called hematopoietic stem cells. Platelets. If one of your blood vessels gets damaged, it sends out signals that are picked up by the tiny platelets. The platelets then rush to the site of damage and form a clot to repair the damage.
The blood vessels. The blood vessels are tubular structures that transport blood throughout the body.
There are 3 types of blood vessels. In our body, you will find arteries, veins, and also capillaries. These are the 3 main types of blood vessels, and you need to be able to explain how the structure of these vessels relates to their functions. A common exam question would be to recognize and describe the differences between the different kinds of blood vessels. So let's start by having a look at the role of arteries. Arteries are large blood vessels that carry blood from your heart to organs and tissues. Arteries carry blood at high pressure. This diagram shows a cross-section of an artery. This vessel has a very thick wall, which is made up of muscle and elastic tissue. This allows it to carry blood at high pressure without being damaged. The hole in the middle of this cross-section is the lumen, and in arteries, this is narrowed to maintain high pressure. Now, let's have a look at the role of veins. Veins are large blood vessels that return blood to the heart from the tissues and organs. Veins carry blood at low pressure. Again, this diagram shows a cross-section, but this time it shows a vein. This vessel has a thin wall, which is made of muscle and elastic tissue like the arteries. However, it's thinner than artery walls. Veins have got a wider lumen than arteries because they carry blood at a much lower pressure. So what else distinguishes veins from arteries? Veins have one-way valves. Valves keep blood flowing in the correct direction. This diagram of a vein on the left shows a valve that's open. This allows blood to move through. In this diagram of the vein on the right, the valve is shut. When the valve is shut like this, it stops blood from flowing backwards through the vein. This maintains a one-way flow of blood through this vessel. You don't need to memorize the names of any specific valves in the body, just know that their job is to keep blood flowing in the correct direction. So lastly, what is the role of the capillaries? Capillaries are tiny blood vessels that carry blood within tissues and organs. There are billions and billions of capillaries in the body. Substances can pass through capillary walls to and from the surrounding cells. This diagram shows a cross-section of a capillary. Capillary walls are very thin, made up of endothelial cells, 1 cell thick. This blood vessel doesn't have the same wall of elastic and muscular tissue as the veins and arteries. The endothelial cells form a single layer that lines the blood vessels, and they regulate exchanges between the bloodstream and surrounding tissues. Because capillaries are extremely thin, they maximize the diffusion of oxygen and glucose from the blood into cells. And also, as much carbon dioxide as possible can be fused in the opposite way. This easy movement of substances across the capillary walls is why they're sometimes described as leaky.
Thanks for watching.
Hey class, do you want me to repeat the video?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Please post your work in the blackboard. Okay, for group 3. answer. Okay, choose one representative to read your answer. For group 1.
Good morning, everyone. I am from Group 1, and our questions are: what is blood? What is blood? And our answer: blood is a specialized body fluid. The second question: what are the functions of blood? Blood brings oxygen and nutrients to all parts of the body, so they can keep working. Question number 3: what are the components of blood? The components of blood are plasma, red blood cell, white blood cell, and platelets. Question number 4. What is the function of plasma? Plasma serves several functions in the body. Plasma in charge of redistributing water to where it is needed in our body.
Okay, for group 2.
What is the function of red blood cells? So the function of red blood cells is to carry oxygen from our lungs to the rest of our body. And what is the function of white blood cells? White blood cells is to protect you against illness and diseases. What is the function of platelets? Platelets is blood clotting and stop bleeding when blood vessels are damaged. And what is blood vessels? Blood vessels are the network of tubes through which blood is pumped around the body.
For group 3, can you read your answer?
Alright, the questions are: what are the functions of blood vessels? So the function of blood vessels is to carry the blood from your heart to the rest of the body. Then what is the function of arteries? The function of arteries is to carry blood away from your heart. Then what is the function of veins? Veins carry the blood from arteries to the heart and also obtain water. So then, what is the difference between artery veins and capillaries? So the difference between artery veins and capillaries are connected to the artery and veins, while artery is the one pump blood.
Based from our activity today, what is our topic?
The big one is all about blood and blood vessels.
Right, we have points. Our topic for today is all about blood and blood vessels. But before we go into further discussion, let me present to you our learning objectives. Everybody please read.
Describe the functions of blood and blood vessels. Create a model that represents the blood and blood vessels, and state the importance of blood and blood vessels.
Class. What is blood? What is blood? A. Snoopy.
Blood is a specialized body fluid.
Okay, very good. Blood is a fluid in the circulatory system of human and other vertebrates that delivers necessary substances such as nutrients and oxygen to the body. Okay, let's check the answer of group 1. So, do you think the answer of group 1 correct, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. This is correct. So, the blood is a body fluid that contains, or the substance is such as nutrients and oxygen in our body. Okay. What are function of blood? Emilio.
Blood brings oxygen and nutrients to all parts of the body, so they can keep working.
Okay, very good. The function of blood is brings next is, what are the components of blood? Who can enumerate? Okay, Aurelio.
White blood cells, plasma, and platelets.
Okay. Do you think that's Aurelio correct, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But there is a mistake. So he forgot mention the plasma. I mean the red blood cell. So the components of blood is plasma, red blood cell, white blood cell, and platelets. So what is plasma? Okay, but before that, let's check the answer of group 1. Do you think that's your group 1 correct, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. This is correct. Okay. And now, what is plasma? Okay, Rogelio.
Alright. Plasma serves several functions in the body. Plasma in charge of redistributing water to where it is needed in our body.
Okay. Plasma is to take nutrients, hormones, and proteins to the part of the body that need it. So, if the plasma is not working properly, so these 3 nutrients, hormones, and proteins will not cover in our body. So, we need to take care of our blood, which is the plasma, to make our body healthy. So, let's check the answer of group 4. Group 1 is correct. Do you think the answer of group 1 correct, class?
Yes, ma'am.
This is correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, what is red blood cell? Okay, Maribeth.
Red blood cells, ma'am, are it carries oxygen from our lungs to the rest of our bodies.
Alright. Red blood cells' main function is to carry oxygen from the lungs and deliver it throughout our body. So, let's check if the answer of group 2 correct, class. Do you think the answer of group 2 correct, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is correct. The main function of red blood cells is to carry oxygen from the lungs and deliver up to our body. So the next is, what is white blood cells? Okay, Aurelio.
White blood cells is to protect you against illness and disease.
Okay, okay. The main function of white blood cells is to guard against infection, fight parasites, and attack bacteria. So, let's check if the answer of group 2 correct. Do you think the answer of group 2 correct, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So, the main function of white blood cells is for us to be healthy and fight against infections and parasites and attack the bacteria within our body to make our body healthy. So, next is, what is platelets? Okay, Margaret.
Platelets is blood clotting and stop bleeding when blood vessels are damaged.
Okay, okay. The primary function of a platelet is to prevent and stop bleeding if a blood vessel is damaged. The body sends signal to platelets which cause them to travel to injured area. So, let's check the answer of group 2 correct, class. Do you think the answer of group 2 correct, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. So, Next is, what is blood vessels? Is okay.
Blood vessels are a network of tubes through which blood is pumped around the body.
Very good. Blood vessels are channels, tubes that carry blood throughout our body. So, blood vessels it's over 60 million miles, so we can travel around the world. And also, let's check if the answer proved to correct class. Do you think the answer proved to correct class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is correct. Who can give the 3 types of blood vessels? Okay, Helio.
I think the 3 types of blood vessels are veins, capillaries, and arteries.
Okay, very good. So the first one is artery. So what is artery? Okay, Marve.
Artery, ma'am, is can carry blood away from your heart and also have a thick wall.
Okay, very good. Artery are blood vessels that distribute oxygen-rich blood to your entire body. It also have a thick blood vessels. So let's check if the answer of group 3 correct. Do you think the answer of group 2 correct, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is correct. So I have here pictures of artery. So, who can point which part of the artery have a thick wall blood vessels? Okay, Margaret. This is the part of the artery that is thick. Right. This part of the artery is the thick. Okay. And next is, what is veins? Okay. Okay, Maribeth.
Veins carry the blood from the organs to the heart and also have a thin wall.
Okay. So, veins are blood vessels located throughout your body that collect oxygen or blood and return it to your heart. It also have thin blood vessels. So, let's check if the answer of group 2 correct. Do you think the answer of group 2 correct, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The group 3 got the correct answer. So, veins are opposite from the artery because the artery is pumped away from the blood, but the veins are pumped back to the heart. Okay. Okay, can you point which part of the veins are the thinnest? Okay, radio.
This part is the thin wall of veins.
Do you think the answer of radio correct, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. And now, let's move on to the third. What is capillary? Okay. Radio.
I think capillaries are connected to the artery.
Okay, very good. The primary function of capillaries is the exchange of materials between blood and tissue cells. So, let's This is an capillary. So the capillary is connected to veins and arteries. So they are connected. Class, do you understand our discussion today?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any question or clarification?
None, ma'am.
If that's the case, let's have an activity. Please read the activity, class.
Create a model that represents the blood
Blood
vessels.
vessel.
I have here the materials to be needed, and the instructions of this model will in the envelope. We'll group you into two groups. This will be the group 1 and this will be the group 2. Are you done, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Choose one representative to discuss your model. Okay, group 2 is but before that, let me present to you the criteria for this activity. Please read the criteria.
Simulation and points, execution of model 10 points, total of 20 points.
Okay, please proceed group 2. Okay.
So this is the blood and this is the blood vessels. So let us assume na ang blood ay one siya sa blood vessel. So ang blood vessels kay mura siya way nga wherein the blood will flow through the heart. Very good.
Okay, for group 2.
Good morning, everyone. I am from Group 2, and let us assume that this is the blood. This tube, this straw represents the tube of the blood vessels. As you can see, the blood flows to the tube. That's all.
Okay. And now let's I will give you a score. Explanation. Do you think the group 2 explained well, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will give them 10 points. Execution of the model. Did they execute the model well?
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, very good. For group 1, did the group 1 explain and execute the model?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. They got total of 20 points. Each group got 20 points. And now, I have here some questions for me to know if you really understand our discussion. Okay. What is blood? Okay. Okay.
Blood is a specialized body fluid.
Okay, very good. Give a round of applause for
parts of the body.
Okay. And now, what are the components of blood? Okay, Maribek.
Components of blood are plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets.
Okay. And now, what are the function of platelets? Okay, Snoopy. Okay, Emilio.
The function of platelets is to stop the bleeding.
Okay, can you give us an example what the platelets are for?
When the person
Okay, when the person cut his finger to stop the bleeding. Okay. What is the difference between artery, veins, and capillaries? Okay, Snoopy.
The difference of artery, veins, and capillaries are connected to the artery and veins, while artery is the one.
Okay, very good. Let's have a round of applause for. Okay, what is the importance of blood and blood vessels? Aaron?
The importance of knowing the blood and blood vessels are, it could be an awareness for you to be an awareness for you, and also value the importance of how blood helps your body.
Okay, very good. The importance of blood and blood vessels is what are the functions and what are the contributes the blood in our body, because blood is big enough in our body to become healthy. So let's have a quiz. Please pass it backward. And I will give you 3 minutes to do the quiz. Okay, for the direction, please read.
Multiple choice. Read the statement carefully. Encircle the letter of the right answer.
Okay. You will now start. Are you done, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, pass it forward. Okay, please stand up from closing prayer. Please, Maribek, lead the prayer.
Please make the sign of